First and foremost, I want to give our praise and glory to Jehovah, Shimmy, Shai, Shimmy, Kadash. I want to give double honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone who will and teach us sound doctrine, and peace and blessings to the elect. No, I just in the car meditating, and just basically meditating on the scriptures, and then I came across Micah, the 7th chapter, and then just gave me inspiration to do a video. I was thinking, what topic can I pick? I was originally gonna go with something else, but I guess Lord willing, either later or tomorrow I can do that video. It was basically on authenticity, which every person in this truth should be striving to be authentic, a genuine, just genuine, because when you're authentic, you stand out from the vast majority of people. But anyway, going straight into it, Micah 7 and 1. Woe is me. And for those of you who don't know, woe is a word that is synonymous with death and destruction. So woe, is another word of saying destruction, if I'm not mistaken. For I am as, so it's like it. For I am as when they have gathered the summer fruits. So you have summer fruits like raspberry, as they say, grapes. Different fruits like that. When you get summer fruits drink, it'll be like different tropical fruits on it. As the grape, as the grape leanings are the vintage, there is no cluster to eat. My soul desired the first ripe fruit. The good man is perished over the earth, and there is none upright among men. So that's saying that although there is none righteous and we are far short. We are those who are aspiring, trying to be you know called as righteous or good. But the majority of people currently that inhabit this earth, are desperately wicked. They all lie in wait for blood. They hunt every man his brother with a net. And what this is going to, this goes into having ulterior motives, against, maybe a friend or a brother, using them, for your own means, goes into what, you know, you see your brother doing well, setting him up to get robbed, things of that nature, which all goes back into the curses, Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter, I believe that's Deuteronomy 28:54. The man that is tender among you and very delicate, his eyes shall be evil towards his brother. So we can go there and, come back. Uh, Deuteronomy 28:54, so that the man that is tender among you and very delicate, his eyes shall be evil towards his brother, and towards the wife of his bosom, and towards the remnant of his children, which he shall leave. Now, of course, not only, it's not only referring to the men, but this is a scripture that it could be linked up to. So, okay, back to Micah, the 7th chapter. And there is none upright among men. Let me just read out. They all lie in wait for blood, and hunt every man his brother with a net, that they may do evil with both hands earnestly. The prince asketh, and the judge asketh for a reward, and the great man he uttereth his mischievous desire, so they wrap it up. The best of them is as a briar, and let's go into this word. It says chadek.
Strong's H2312, Chedek, Chedek,
Hedek.
and the form just below that, Chedek, Chedek.
Hadek and Hadek. So it's a thorn or a prick. Let me see what it says in NLT. So yeah, let me just get in the NLT. Even the further edification, even the best of them is like a bria. And we see in the bria, we see what the etymology goes into. Basically a thorn or a prick. The most honest is as dangerous as a hedge of thorns. So like you may have where you have raspberry. Those of you who may be familiar with raspberries, when you go to pick them, they're on like thorn bushes. So you gotta be careful because if you base if you basically get you touch too many of the thorns, you could cut your finger. You won't even have to touch that many because the thorns are sharp. But your judgment day is coming swiftly now. Your time of punishment is here, a time of confusion. Trust ye not in a friend, put ye not confidence in a guide. And a lot of the time, you know, you have to remember what does it say in Ecclesiastes? Uh, let me get it. Let me get it. Let me go to Sirach. I believe it's the seventh chapter. It said, "Don't be too hasty to credit a friend." Oh, Sirach is in that. Oh, Sirach, yeah, the sixth chapter. Ecclesiasticus 6 and 7. If thou wouldest get a friend, prove him first and be not hasty to credit him. Because as there is an infamous quote, and it says, a bad friend is basically like a shadow. And a dark day, you won't see, basically when you're up, you'll see, you won't, you'll struggle not to see them. But when you're down, you won't see hide or hear them. So it's always important you always have to examine that. Look at little things like that. Because you could be think someone is your friend, but in actuality they may be have very ill feelings towards you. Keep the doors of thy mouth from her that lie in thy bosom, and that would be talking about your wife. For the son, dishonoreth the father. The daughter rise above against her mother. The daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law, and a man's enemies are men of his own household. And especially in Jacob's trouble, you're gonna be seeing that come to fruition because people in your household are gonna be like, yo, you gotta take the markers because we wanna survive, we wanna do this, we wanna do that. We can, we understand what you're saying, it makes a lot of sense, but I can't be too bothered with it and stuff like that because I speak from experience. When I just heard the truth, I was very young, so of course I was very young, so I did a lot of note taking and I did a lot of listening. And I remember, I used to write a whole lot of stuff down in a book. In my planner back in high school, because it was just when I started high school, write a whole lot of stuff down in a book. And then when I used to try and correct family members, oh Lord, I used to get scoffed and scorned. And that's it happening on a low level. That's it happening on a low level. But in the time of Jacob's trouble, You're gonna see households separated. You're gonna see people, betray each other, sell each other out, and they're gonna be ones that they're gonna be the ones that you never expected it from. Therefore, I will look unto the Lord. I will wait for the power of my salvation. My power will hear me. Micah 7:8. Rejoice not against me, O mine enemy. When I fall, I shall rise. When I sit in darkness, I should call this week. That's spiritual because it's like let me it's like again let me start again right there. Micah 7:8. Rejoice not against me, O mine enemy. When I fall, I shall arise. When I sit in darkness, the Lord shall be a light unto me. And something since the title was of that video was apply what you preach. That's something not speaking about anyone specifically, of course, but that's something that a lot of people have to take note of. Just because you may do a video or something like that, you may do videos, but if you are a complete demon off camera, we very not most of us might not know you personally, so we may not see it, but the Lord will see it, and the Lord will if you don't repent, the Lord can put judgment on you. I'm just saying that. If you're someone who's because humility, that's an important characteristic being in His truth. If you're just someone, and that's something that you know, something that I've learned about humility, right? That's something that is gained. You can't do any amount of studying that will kind of automatically give you humility. It's kind of something that's gained or earned, or something that you already had. But I will bear the indignation of the Lord. And indignation is righteous anger, because I have sinned against him, until he plead my cause and execute judgment for me. He will bring forth to light, and I shall behold his righteousness. Then she that is mine enemy shall see it, and shame shall cover her, which said unto me, where is the Lord thy power? Because in Jacob showed, because right now, well, even with things going at the way they're going, they can still say, "Oh, you've been saying that the Lord is going to deliver you. Where's your God right now? Why isn't the Lord deliver you right now?" Because we're not working of our own timing. It's all the timing of the Father ultimately is the only one who knows the day and the time that He will return. So we can't tell you the day, the time, the hour, the second. Only the Father could tell you that. But all we can do is continuously endure. My eyes saw, and in Jacob's trouble, those same ones that were scoffing are going to be the same ones that were looking for you and say, hey, things that were said, or things that were said, like they're going to be the same ones that are looking for you. Oh, I may have known a nephew, or I may have known this person. And, during this time of Jacob's trouble, I can't say for sure, but I feel in the spirit that also this time is where, we're going to have miracles happen, people getting healed and things of that nature, which can also bring a lot of people, which also can bring more people, more of the elect who may be waked up at the last second, because the Lord says He's going to give us spiritual power. He said the works that He did, we shall do them also, and greater works are going to happen. So it's going to be a real beautiful thing to see the healing, especially because some people have to really see it to believe it. So the Lord may have some people that reserve for the very last second, where they see someone being healed by a man of the Lord, and they say, oh well, this is the truth. In the day that thy walls are built, in that day shall be decree, Slaki. In the day that thy walls are to be built, in that day the decree before removed. I will close out there. I hope this session's edified. saying, I will give our praise and glory to Jehovah, Shim, Yosheb, Shim, Kakadash. The next time.